Andrew Tate is the OG beta male influencer. So in this video, he lost $700,000 and we are going to find out why. So without further ado, let's get started.
Selling 20% of my portfolio. I told you. 3 million. Cash. Am I the only guy on crypto Twitter who publicly states his moves? Buying Bitcoin now. 600 grand became 4 million. Selling now. Bitcoin crashes. If you're sitting there guessing, don't guess. Just follow the big G. Who else you know who has a fucking Bugatti Chiron?
Actually, it's pronounced Chiron, sir. Chiron is from the Greek mythology. He's a centaur. So if you're going to buy a Bugatti and spend like millions of dollars on the car, you might want to know how to pronounce the name of the car. And Red River Tech, you actually have a very good point. Andrew Tate is not the first beta male influencer. It is Tai Lopez, the guy that was in his little garage and he's like, look at this Ferrari I just bought, but I don't care about the Ferrari. I read books. That was him. Let me know how the audio is, please. If it's too loud, my voice is too loud compared to Andrew Tate. Please let me know.
If you're sitting there and you're either not fucking with crypto or you are fucking with crypto, either way you need to talk to me, the big dog.
We now have compelling evidence that Andrew Tate actually sucks at trading crypto. He says that crypto trading is one of the skills that he can teach.
I'm looking at this, and first of all, smoking while exercising sounds completely brain dead, because when you're exercising, you want to focus on your breathing, make sure that your breathing is controlled. And this guy is just smoking his cigars while lifting. It just sounds so stupid, but you know, what are we expecting here? This guy is just a fucking cloud chaser. It's ridiculous.
How to use to get rich in Hustlers University, but we now have verified on-chain evidence which suggests that there is likely people watching this video who could teach the top G a thing or two, and I am not even having to expose this. Andrew Tate exposed it himself. A quick note before we get into this, you can support the production of this content by joining as a member.
So just to give you guys context on this video seems to be from like a financial YouTuber. So we are going to get a different type of analysis today. It's not a roasting. He'll be really looking into the finances as to how did Andrew Tate lose, what is it, $700,000.
You can get early access to some videos and other members-only content coming soon. I'll tell you more about this at the end of the video, but let's get into this mess. It all started with this tweet Tate posted back in June, flexing a massive 138% profit on an Ethereum long. The tweet included an affiliate link for Hyperliquid, the exchange which Andrew used to make this trade. A 138% profit sounds pretty impressive, but there...
So let me give you guys just my backstory with crypto. So I started buying like just tiny amounts of like crypto about 7 years ago when I was doing some business and I needed to pay some people overseas. And basically it was worth, what was it? It was worth like 3,000-4,000 at the time. It was worth very little. Now, if I would have bought a shit ton at the time and sold it 5 years later, then I would be filthy rich right now. But I didn't, and you know, that's okay. It is what it is. But I'm just so cautious with investing because you never know when your money is going to simply disappear. And crypto is not something that's very tangible. It's very, very new. And so it's like, yeah, you can make a significant amount of money, but you have to be ready to lose that money. And I hate gambling. So personally, I don't know much about this. I know how to use a Bitcoin ATM, but I don't know much about this because I just don't like losing money. The feeling of losing money is just so painful to me that I don't invest in crypto.
a small
Oh, I forgot to thank you so much. We have the Baked Buddhist for the $2. Thank you so much for being the third super chatter, man. That means a lot. Thank you so much. And I did turn on memberships. I made them as reasonable as possible. It's just $5. And so if you guys want to become members down the road, we're gonna, not at this moment, we won't have members only stream, but later on when I have a lot more subscribers, a lot more viewers, we could have some members only stream. That could be fun. But yeah, I would be very careful with crypto, especially now when there's so many grifters, there's so many scammers. You don't know who to trust. So I'd be very cautious.
problem. Hyperliquid, where Andrew placed this trade, is a decentralized exchange for leveraged crypto trading, or a DEX. Everything on a DEX is fully public, recorded on the blockchain, meaning that with this tweet, Andrew Tate accidentally exposed himself. On-chain trackers were able to discover that just hours after this tweet, where Andrew bragged about 138% profit, Tate's entire position was liquidated, wiping out around $583,000 in a single trade. Tate had bragged about making significant profit while promoting his Hyperliquid affiliate link when this trade actually lost him over $500,000. I know Tate's fans watching this will say he's a billionaire as if he cares about $500,000. The problem with this idea is that after this trade was exposed on Twitter, Andrew deleted the tweet. Why would he do that?
Yeah, no shit, he's going to delete the evidence. He doesn't want to show any hint that he might be shitty at what he does. And I don't know how much money the guy has. Whenever you see these douche tubers, these influencers, it's very hard to know how much money they actually have because a lot of them fake it until they make it. They buy so much, you know, they rent jewelry, they'll rent their car, they'll go to friends' house for their mansions. And so it's hard to know exactly how much money they have. Now, I don't know if that's going to affect him that much, but if I lost $500,000, I would be fucking losing my mind. Like, I don't understand how people are able to lose that much money and then get on the next day and start working again. It's like I covered this guy that fell for a Mr. Beast scam. He lost $1.25 million to crypto scammers. So I would just say, man, be fucking careful if you're investing in crypto these days. But make sure you know what you're doing and make sure you're willing to lose it all. Make sure you're investing an amount that you're willing to lose.
That if he wasn't embarrassed about being exposed for losing money. The thing is, this slip-up from Tate that accidentally exposed himself meant that analysts could look at all the trades he has made on Hyperliquid. They paint quite a picture, and not a pretty one. The main win that we can see from Tate on Hyperliquid was with Kanye West's Easy Coin, where he made a profit of 16 grand. The problem with this is that Easy was a classic pump and dump scam, so we don't know whether Tate had inside information to ensure that he profited, while the majority of Yeezy investors.
So now you're telling me Kanye West is doing rug pulls too? That is ridiculous. I mean, it seems like everybody is doing a scam these days. So they're just scamming their audience. So there was Adam22, there was Jack Doherty. Who else did a rug pull? Obviously, there's, you know, the big ones like Logan Paul and Sam Pepper and all that shit. But yeah, everybody's like, I guess they're willing to just piss away their entire audience, their entire respect that their audience has for them. And then they pull a rug pull and it's like, oh, then why are you growing your audience if you're just going to scam them? Then they won't trust you. It's stupid, but it's people that don't value the business that they have. It is what it is. Guys, did you know one company approached me. They offered me, what was it? I think they offered me like $350,000 for one of my YouTube channel. And I told them no, because I knew the value it had. And to this day, I do not regret it. Like, I'm so happy I stuck with what I built and didn't sell it, because it would have became AI slop. And yeah, the money would have been great, but then that's it. Like, then you don't own it anymore. So I'm really, really happy that I didn't sell it. And at the time, it sounded good, but I'm glad I didn't.
Investors were ripped off. But when you look at Tate's trades on Hyperliquid as a whole, Look on Chain reported on the 22nd of August that up to that point, Tate had made 80 trades on Hyperliquid and only 29 were profitable, going at a win rate of 36% over 80 trades. Across all of these trades, Tate has lost a total of $699,000.
That is some really bad statistics. Like, for example, if you compare that to video games, like let's say you're saying that you're playing competitively and you are winning 36% of the time, you suck. Like your ass, basically. You suck so bad. And forget just the percentage, the total of losses, $700,000. It's like, why do people listen to this guy when he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about? Like, seriously, why are you listening to a moron that is losing $700,000 on 80 trades? Holy shit.
$99,000. To be clear, do I think that this is the only wallet and only exchange which Tate is using to trade cryptocurrency? Of course not. But with these trades on Hyperliquid that he accidentally exposed, we have a decent sample size of trades. And this, combined with the fact that he deleted his tweet in embarrassment, which exposed his losses on Hyperliquid, gives us...
Oh, guys, I'm telling you, Rodmeister, we are going to talk about AI later. I actually have an entire segment about AI. And for this segment, we are actually going to use the overhead cam. That's over here. What's up, people? We are going to use the overhead cam because I want to show you guys something. And you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. Hold on. This has to recognize me. There we go. But yeah, I'm telling you, AI has gone so far. It is there's a lot of AI slop. Like, AI is being used for really bad purposes, but there's certain genres where AI is too powerful. It's too good. And that's what I want to talk about later, but we're going to have a couple more drinks and it's going to be a little bit later.
It's a fair indication that Andrew Tate sucks at trading crypto, yet he claims that he will make you rich in Hustlers University by teaching you how to trade crypto. But wait, there's more. Last week, a token was launched by World Liberty Financial, backed by Donald Trump and his family. Naturally, the top G wanted a piece of that action. Andrew got in on this Trump-backed token, and his long position was liquidated, losing himself another $67,500. It should surprise no one with any sense that after the World Liberty Financial token pumped after its public launch, it crashed almost just as fast. Insiders dumped their tokens, and investors' funds even got frozen.
So I don't do politics, but the Trump coins are not... They don't have a good history. Let me just say that. There was the Trump coin before he got inaugurated, and there was the Melania coin, and from my knowledge, just watching CoffeeZilla, I didn't do any more research on that. It didn't do very well.
Within minutes of his liquidation, Andrew immediately reopened his position, banking on the World Liberty Financial token that is backed by his hero Donald Trump, making a spectacular recovery. Quite a strategy if you look back to the Trump and Melania tokens.
That's what I was talking about.
Both were hyped and both were dumped, leaving their investors and voters in the dark. It appears that poor Andrew is also terribly embarrassed by this loss, considering this tweet now also appears to be deleted and cannot...
So this is what these people do. So let me show you this. Let me pull it over here. Hold on. A few months ago, I believe it was a few months ago, I made a video on Jack Doherty. So Jack Doherty did a pump and dump, And I was so lucky. Where the hell is it? Here, let me use the search feature. I'm already tipsy, so might be all over the place tonight. Gets caught scamming. Yeah, it's this one. So I made this video and yeah. So he made this announcement that he was doing a Jack coin, a new Jack coin, or a Jack off coin if you want, whatever. And then I caught him. If you can see here, it says 2 minutes. So I caught him within a couple minutes of posting this. And then a few hours later, that shit was gone. So it seems like deleting your evidence is very, very common for these crypto scammers. So in this case, it was a rug pull. Maybe for Andrew Tate, he's just embarrassed that he lost that money. But it looks like this is just common practice. You post a scam coin or you get a bad trade, and then after you delete the evidence.
Not be found on his account. There's no doubt that at this point you would have to be absolutely clueless to talk bullishly about a crypto project affiliated with Donald Trump and his family and urge your fans to buy it. Well, enter Tristan Tate. In the months leading up to the public launch of the World Liberty Financial Token, Tristan could be seen doing this in tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet. Just embarrassing, humiliating, sad stuff. The idea that people are paying these two clueless knuckleheads to teach them how to make money trading crypto is very much the blind leading the blind. And yes, Andrew and Tristan aren't personally conducting the crypto trading lessons in Hustlers University. But what is Professor Adam, the guy who runs their crypto trading campus, doing? He's supposed to be one of their verified millionaire professors who are experts in their field. Is he not giving the leaders of the
a millionaire professor certified in crypto? Do you mean a grifter? Is that what you mean? Imagine this. If you had all this knowledge and you knew how to game the system and win constantly and just make a bunch of money off crypto, why would you share that knowledge with other people? That is counterproductive. That is so ridiculous. Anyways, I feel like I've heard enough of this shit, to be honest. It's just this douchebag in Speedos and whatever, just being a total douche. And he lost 700K. I don't know how much it will affect him or not, but it is what it is, and fuck him.